So we're in Rome and we are getting ready to take a train, and we're a 4-hour train ride up to La Spezia so that we can spend the next 5 days up there before we head back to this place to join the family for our cruise, our Mediterranean cruise. Getting up the Italian coast for our first stop in La Spezia. So we just arrived in La Spezia, and we're here at La Spezia Central, the terminal, the train stop, getting ready to meet Anto, who was our Airbnb host. So we made it to our Airbnb, and so now we're going to go ahead and check it out. Hello, love. Nice. Cute. Kitchen area. Man, that's some bright purple right there. The bathroom. So today, let's walk around and check out La Spezia. You know, we've been in Thailand for the past 5 weeks, and it was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but the humidity was up from time to time, and walking 10, 15 minutes and you're already sweating. Right now, it's just cool, man. I could probably get away with just golf pants out right now, but we're enjoying it. It's gonna be a fun day walking around. And so now we just are walking down Central and just exploring. So walking down some of the streets here remind me, I don't know if they remind you, of when we were in Sevilla and walking the streets and seeing all the little restaurants and things outside. Yeah? So our first excursion here in Borges Castle.
Yes, I think it might be called our casket. We don't know because we don't speak Italian.
At first we thought these were headstones, or I thought they were headstones, or archaeological findings, statues. And I guess these are all the locations of them. What age did you say they came from?
The Stone Age and the Copper Age. Stone Age and Copper Age.
Here that all these are original pieces, which is kind of awesome to see. You know, we don't get to see a lot of that in the States. They're not behind glass, you know. This gives you a really cool view of La Spezia from the top of the castle. So the last time we were in Italy was for our 20th anniversary, and we were in Naples really, and when we came in, and now we are here in La Massanello restaurant. So this is our first dinner out in 20 years in Italy. All right, so for €6, that's huge and a great value. And the one thing I did forget is that they don't slice their pizza, so you are cutting it and eating it with a knife and fork. Pretty cool. Carrie got the eggplant parmesan, which they tell us that they make fresh every single day.
Well, he said at home every day.
It's a homemade, so I'm assuming either...
We mean at the... I think he means at the restaurant, but the translation. Oh, thank you.
Oh, and some bread. Grazie. Yummy. So as we set out our day towards Pisa, might as well stop in for a pastry for the road. All right, so we just took the train from La Spezia down to Pisa, and we're gonna roam around this little town here. And obviously one of the highlights, or the highlight, is seeing the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So looking forward to it. Here in Pisa in front of me is the Church of St. Mary of Spina along the river here, and I think it's Ponte Salvarino river. That's pretty spectacular looking church building. So coming down to the street, here we are. That's just an amazing structure. That's pretty cool. Now from this side, you can really see how much it's leaning here. That's pretty amazing. You know, until you're here, you really can't express how amazing this structure is. You read about it in schools, you know, growing up, you see it in movies, you've seen it in books, you've seen it in magazines, videos, all that. But until you're here, you know, witnessing it, looking at the tower, if you're in Italy, you got to make the trip to Pisa and come out here to this amazing structure. You'll never regret it. So while you're in Pisa, obviously you're going to come here and see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. But don't forget, you know, you have the baptistry here. You got such a great wall structure, old wall in the background. Then you've got the Camposanto, which I believe is the cemetery. And, you know, you get to enjoy and go through the cathedral as well, which is absolutely gorgeous. So obviously while you're out here, you can grab something to eat out here in these little cafes. Sit down outside. Oh my goodness, baby. Life is good. And the doors were open, so I came in. This is an apartment building from what it looks like. Wow, that's amazing. And this, I would just say this might be the common area where people can come in and sit. I yelled out and said hello, see if anybody was in here. Didn't want to get in trouble. I'm not saying that I'm not, but. And these must be the doors to their apartments. So I guess when in Pisa, might as well investigate open doors if you can, without getting in trouble. So this morning we're taking the bus to Portabene and going to spend a couple hours up there, and then we're going to go ahead and take a boat ride from Portabene out to Monterossa. Cool little side streets, huh? Little shops. So we hiked up along the side of Doria Castle to a scenic view, and it's just absolutely gorgeous up here. A little overcast, but still a spectacular view. So if you come into Portabene, you got to come over, obviously, to the castle Doria. Walk all the way around it. Luckily, on the back side of the castle, they have some areas where you can walk in. You'll see the video. Low tide, so it worked out pretty good while we were here, and the weather is just spectacular. So this is coming on the back side of Castle Doria, and you can just get an absolute spectacular view from the back side here. And we're going all the way up to Monterosso first, and then making our way back. That's pretty cool from this side of it. Maybe not as spectacular as the Cliffs of Moher, but those are pretty cool. coming and doing these boats, it's not, I don't know how many people you can get on it, but remember that you're going to be sitting out on these lines just to get on the boat. You may not, it may be 2 or 3 boats before you can get on. They come every hour on the hour.
Great. Okay, so consider about 20 minutes.
Maybe one of the stops will make. This is Monarola. I don't know what there is to see there. It looks kind of small, but you never know. Nice little restaurant up at the top there. But this water, my gosh, is just crystal clear. So this is coming into Vernazza.
Quest'ultima fermata di cui i passeggeri sono pregati di prepararsi per lo sbarco. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Monte Rosso, last stop. All the passengers, please read it.
So we are in Monte Rosso and a little bit of beach along the way. So this might be one of the stops that we do tomorrow after our hike. So here's today's lunch view. That's the best view of them all right there. Oh, baby girl. Another thing of wine. So I got stuffed mussels. It's not what I expected it to be. So I sort of open it up and that's what you have in there. I'm gonna find out what they put in it. It's not bad, but it's just not what I expected it to be. So we're gonna enjoy our stuffed mussels. And the train stop takes you right into the center of this beach. So easy access to get out here. If you wanted to get your ticket and take that train ride out here, this is where you get off at. Get some of the local vibe here in Monte Rosso. Cool little restaurants where you can come out here and sit and have something to eat. So the other side obviously seems to be the beach side of things where all, you know, the touristy restaurants are at. And this looks more like the local village side where, you know, probably a lot of the local residents live. Just one of the churches here in Monte Rosso. Obviously it's very old, but pretty amazing. Alright, so our day ended at Monte Rosa. Took the boat all the way up. Again, cost us $78 round trip. Probably a little bit more than we really needed to pay. I mean, the train going up, probably we could have done it. I mean, it was worth it because we love doing the coast, but if you're on a budget, lower budget, you take the train, you can go up on like, it's kind of like a hop on, hop off. What's it called? The train ticket?
Cinque pass.
Cinque, a pass where you can get on and get off at all the stops that we went to. But going up the coast on the boat was just absolutely fabulous. The weather was perfect. And so Monte Rosa was the only place we got off on. Had lunch, walked around the beach town, walked around the little village. This is absolutely gorgeous. The weather couldn't have been any better for us today. So, home run, good call. Love you.
Except for I lost my ticket.
She lost her ticket.
One glass of wine, I lost my ticket.
So, it is what it is. I vouch for the captain and I know each other. I know a couple of the mates. Yeah, I don't. They just let her on because she's so cute. So, we're going to come back out this way tomorrow, we think, on the train and stop at a couple other spots, and we'll let you know what it's like. But today was an absolute blast. So our first stop today on my little excursion out is Varanza. I can't wait to see it. being in construction most of my life, it's always interesting to look and see how buildings are built. And I mean, I don't even know how you would design this structurally, but they figured it. It's kind of cool. They offer these little walkways, and, that get out to the water where you can come out and sit out here, have a swim, rest, relax. I mean, can you really beat that? I mean, I keep saying that, can you beat that backdrop? And I've said it everywhere I've gone. So I'm just telling you, just got to come here to experience it. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So in Varanza, this is the name of the church here. And let's take a look inside and see what it's like. Wow. All right, so next stop, Manarola. After you get off the train, pretty tight stairs come down, so it takes a few minutes to get through, get across, then you got to go underneath this tunnel to get over to the town. So let's see what Manarola has to offer. So as you come out the train, you can come up here on this upper deck there to the left. Come out here and take a look at Main Street from up above. All right, let's go check it out. The life of the boat owner, always something to fix. All right, last stop of the day today is going to be Rio Mojale. I saw this on the boat. We didn't get off. I saw it and I got to go there. So let's check it out. Today's view for lunch. Well, I'll tell you, today is complete. Rio Maggiore. I'm glad that I stopped here, got a great lunch. Time to pack it in and headed back to La Spezia. Well, back in the tunnel, heading towards the train, gonna head back to La Spezia, and gonna get ready to go to Rome tomorrow morning to see our family. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the Mediterranean cruise. But the stops at Cinque Terre is an absolute must. If you're coming up here, staying in any one of those, obviously you got to hit all 5 of those little towns. I'm so glad that I did it. Was glad that we did the boat yesterday and got to see all the stops. But then I took the train today and got off at 3 different ports to go ahead and walk around and check. Actually 4, sorry. And enjoyed everyone. So glad that I did it. And if you're here, Cinque Terre is an absolute must. Get on that boat one day and get on the train the next. So we'll talk to y'all later. Remember, and as always, keep dreaming and travel safe. We'll talk to you later.